Porter loves them.
Oh, you're the old man. Hey, folks, we're live. This is Frank and Dex with Dex's live market update. So welcome. And ladies, I know what you want to see. You want to see some beautiful bald man up on your computer. Hello, folks. So we're glad to get together after another long week. Well, it's only Tuesday and it's already a long week. But anyway, so how you doing, Dex?
I am doing great. Glad to be here.
Awesome, man. Listen, it's I said it's our Roctober special. And by that, I'm not saying that we're doing a special broadcast on Roctober. We actually have a Roctober special for you. This is something we rarely do at PulseWave Trading. But we have a coupon. Folks, it's a coupon. You know what coupons do. They save you money. So recommend that you check the link in the description. We got a coupon code that is going to save you a fortune. If you're looking at... I just hit myself in the lip with the microphone. Did you see that?
Oh, man. No, I missed it. I missed it.
As a lifelong rocker, this is not the first time I've hurt my lip with a microphone, so I'll be all right. But yeah, link in the description. We've got Roctober coupon. You use the code Roctober at checkout, and you'll get half off your first month. So it doesn't get much better than that at PulseWave Trading. So check that out. That's for new members only. Sorry, current members, we love you, but we got to do sales sometimes. So let's see. We've got some people. Hey, man, welcome. Glad you're here. Let's see. Mark Benjamin. Oh yeah, Mark Benjamin. We're gonna talk about that. We've got Duck over here. What's up, man? All right, so we're gonna look at a couple different charts. We're gonna talk about the markets. We've got an interesting story from about Binance that we're gonna take a quick look at and get Dex's thoughts on. So Dex, where do you want to start, man? You want to take a look at Bitcoin? It's been a while since we've been on live, and there are definitely some people watching, which is always fun. So let me share my screen and get your thoughts. Let's see how much my computer behaves. But while we're getting into that, depending on where you are, nope, that's not true. This is true. The live chat is at YouTube. So if you're on Facebook or somewhere else, we're streaming to a bunch of different places right now. You can get involved in the live chat at PulseWave Trading on YouTube. So check that out. Easy to find us. And of course, if you want to get in on that Roctober deal, just go straight over to pulsewavetrading.com. And I don't want to overload you folks, but we're doing like new cool things. Dex and I are starting to record our trades. Dex is going to post his first one tomorrow, most likely. But essentially what we're doing, and this is especially for new people, those who are old hat with PulseWave Trading, you can watch them for entertainment, but you don't need to see this stuff. But if you're new and you want to know what it looks like to ride the pulse waves and how to use a price trigger, and you're a little bit lazy or you don't have the time to watch some of our fast track videos, you can actually see exactly what I'm doing and what Dex is doing when we place our stop orders to get into trades. And it also gives you a feel for what we are actually trading and how much we trade, how many different things on a given week. And so it gives you a bit of a, what's the word? Like a crash course in how to use them just by watching us use the pulse waves. So that's a new feature of PulseWave Trading. And then, of course, the last thing I'll mention, and then I'll let Dex get into it. Get into his stuff here. We'll look at some charts and talk about some news. We are now offering a free price trigger trade of the week. And some of you have seen me tweet about that. I've posted it in our community posts on YouTube. But that's also linked in the description to create your free membership. The free price trigger of the week is pretty awesome. It gives you, no, not that. That's the premium dashboard. Gives you this awesome loading. It's loading. It's loading. I really push this computer too hard when we live stream. Gives you access to members dashboard where I update you on the free price trigger trade of the week. And this one, the first day, Monday, we got a 3% profit on ZRX, which is really good until you realize that if my stop was a little looser, I probably could have gotten like a 15% profit. But we'll take 3% profits any day of the week. So, but here's the thing. The way the price triggers work, I traded that in the beginning of the week and closed the trade in profit. That doesn't mean we're done with it. Tonight, new price triggers are coming out. I have an order working right now. The price trigger didn't get hit. And in fact, you want to see something cool, Dex?
Yes, I am Glad to be
Look at this.
here.
So, robot Dex. So this right here, this is the free price trigger trade of the week, is ERX. This is the price trigger. Okay, the buy trigger. The buy trigger, and I can tell people this because it's the free trade of the week. The buy trigger for today is 00004149. The high of the day is 00004148, and then it pulled back. That's the power of the pulse waves. Now, it doesn't always go that smooth, but it's an example of how dead on the pulse waves can be, that it did not hit the trigger and kept us out of this pullback that's happening right here. And so tonight, when the pulse waves price triggers are published by Dex, it'll give me a new entry point that will indicate bullishness if CRX is ready to move. So today, the price triggers worked by keeping it. Monday, the price triggers worked by getting me into it and then getting me out with a profit. That's PulseWave trading. So get that free account. Link is in the description. You get access to our free members dashboard, which now has a price trigger that we track. And by the way, these are not just video showing you what I'm doing. Sometimes late at night, man, sometimes I'm like, can I post that? Because I sound ridiculous because it's late at night, but I'm keeping you up with it and giving you the triggers, and then I give you my stops, show you how to execute the entire trade using the PulseWave price trading, PulseWave price trigger trading system, which is a mouthful. So check that out. All right, Dex, enough of that. People came here, man. They want to hear about Bitcoin, which is down $200 today. Why did you do that to us, Dex? It's all your fault. PulseWaves.
I tried to warn everyone a few days ago.
You did.
I know that people did not believe me when I said Bitcoin could drop further.
This is creepy, man. This is robot Dex.
Don't you love robot Dex?
No, it's creepy.
I think, believe it or not, I think we're starting to base out right here because we're getting closer to the vortex time. See how we're close. We're what, 2 weeks away from the vortex? So I think we're going to kind of level out around where we are right now. There could be like a little what's the word I'm looking for? There's a word for this that we call, it's a rare thing that happens. And I can't, a capitulation. There you go. A capitulation around the time of the vortex within the next 2 to possibly 3 weeks. As long as price can stay above that vortex, then I do see the Bitcoin catching that rampage, and I see a huge rally going, taking us into 2020.
This is the rampage.
Yeah, that's rampage right there, baby.
Yeah.
As long as prices can stay above that and get up in that ramp, I think we're looking good for a bullish outlook for Bitcoin. But for right now, we gotta keep it real. Right now, we're in a corrective phase on the weekly chart, but we cannot ignore the bullish pointer on that weekly chart. So I do believe that after the pullback correction is done, like I said, the market is going to power up again and rally very, very, very hard.
All
right. And
right.
I do mean very, very, very hard.
John says, nice. The required thumbs down is already there on the video. I don't have to do it. Yeah, I went to get the link. We hadn't even started yet. And we didn't even tell anybody we were live, and it had 1 thumbs down. So I asked Matt about that. I asked Kung Fu, and he's like, "Oh, it's probably bots because it's immediate, you know."
Yeah, you haven't even opened your mouth yet.
Yeah, exactly.
So oh well, but yeah, it is what it is.
Don't tempt me, Christy. She's tempting me to rock out for you guys for Roctober, but we're not doing it. Next one, Dex. Let's take a look at BNB. We have a story about this today that we want to take a brief look at. But BNB, man, it's doing something. I'm actually in this one right now. This did hit the price trigger today. I was a little late to the price trigger, but I did get in on it. Actually pulling back a little bit where it was. So I might have gotten stopped out.
Yeah, you can see that bullish momentum is there on the daily. And you can see the market is trying to break out on the weekly. I just don't know if it's going to be successful, but we will know, because if we do break out here come the close of trading on Friday, then that does swing the door open for now, putting in a short-term bottom and starting an official correction off the market lows. And this correction could be quite substantial. We could get as high as, I want to say, first target will be a 50% correction off the off this one from the high to the low. And it looks like
which way?
there's a bullish pointer on that weekly. Am I right? Is that a bullish red pointer right there?
Up here?
Right there, yeah. Is that a bullish red pointer?
Yeah, man.
Okay, there you go. That's where we're going.
Right next to a bullish green pointer.
Very similar to Bitcoin. Yeah, I think this one.
Yeah.
Once it's all said and done, it looks like it's going to be a nasty rally.
Well, it's peaking. I don't know if you can see it, Dex, because I got this dark theme on, but it's in the Kumo cloud on the daily, and it's popping in there. It just popped in, maybe Sunday night.
Yeah, it's acting like some resistance. We could consolidate in that daily for a little bit. Yeah. But like I said, once the market breaks out above that cloud on the daily, I think that frees us up on the momentum side to really kick things off on that weekly chart.
Cool.
And change the complexion of that weekly chart. Cool,
man.
Yep.
All right. Next, I wanted to look at that one. Oh, because it's in the news today. Let's talk about the news on it really quickly. This happened in the middle of the night. Physically backed. Let me get rid of some of this branding on this screen here. Physically backed Binance Coin ETP, and ETP stands for Exchange Traded Product. This is on a Swiss stock exchange, and basically, if I understand it right, they're basically they created an instrument to trade to get a exposure to BNB. So I guess similar to an ETF, right?
Right.
So Binance Coin goes after pro investors. This is about their press release. Our partnership with Amun is in launching the BNB ETP will provide investors with a new and regulated asset class with a unique dimension to utility tokens, making them more accessible and reliable through a traditional financial infrastructure. Man,
that's a mouthful.
Whole team of nerds wrote that.
Basically, they're trying. Look, it's like I said, they're trying to bring cryptos to the global marketplace, and basically, it's no different than than an ETF. And Wall Street's been talking about it. New York Stock Exchange is working diligently behind the scenes. Chicago Board of Trade is working diligently behind the scenes to bring these things to market. So expect to see a lot of ETFs possibly popping up as early as 2020. And just a whole new landscape.
They have a Bitcoin and an ETH that they recently did. So,
yep, JBTC will not be alone anymore.
Interesting that BNB is their third. I mean, BNB is just becoming ubiquitous. It's. I mean, you even see it. It's an exchange token, but you even see it traded on other exchanges. It's really
that's what
really
happens.
Popular and doing well. Yeah,
that's normally the way it works.
Once the rainbow stops spinning, I'll go back here. All right, cool. Dex, what do you think of Matic? Do you have any opinion on Matic? This is a question from Danny.
On Matic, not really. Nah.
No opinion. Okay. Hey,
no.
Better to not have an opinion than make something up. All right, that's it for cryptos for now. Let's take a look. Let's look at the YM. This is the E-mini Dow futures. Dex, apply your brain. What do you see here?
I can't see a thing.
Seriously?
I can't see a thing.
Are we having a DexBot malfunction again?
Yeah, I got that from Bugs Bunny. That was one of the episodes. And the guy was getting frustrated with him. And then when he looked at the eye chart literally said, I can't see a thing.
Oh. You're on point with the obscure references from your childhood today.
That's right.
He was doing this before we got on air, too. He was giving obscure childhood references.
There you go. On this one here, I mean, the weekly and the daily are still in a bullish cycle. So this one's still bullish. keep in mind with the indexes still too, we're still in a news driven cycle. All right. It's a news cycle. We're entering an earnings season, but at any moment a news piece can come out and just crush the market. Every time the market's crushed, it comes roaring right back. So this one's still bullish right now. It's in a bullish mode, bullish cycle, and we'll see how far it can go from here. But I don't see anything bearish per se on the chart.
All right. Let's get gold futures, GC.
Okay.
Let's come down into the Kumo cloud on the daily.
Yeah, the gold futures. I was really looking forward to rally today based on the rally alert that we had coming into today, but it didn't really manifest. Um, the market's still trading in a very tight range right now.
Yeah.
Um, as is most of these markets, they're just bouncing around in a trading range.
Mhm.
It should also be noted that the stock indexes had crash alerts coming into today,
Oh, yeah.
but they were able to turn things around based on earnings and based on some more chatter about the trade deal becoming pretty much done. Also, Brexit getting some movement finally. So everyone was happy as clams, and that fueled a nice little rally today.
Very cool.
But
All right.
but
Mhm. But
rally and crash alerts are like pointers. They can, they're valid 3 to 5 days out
Mhm.
until you get another signal.
Yep.
So don't be surprised if something happens overnight and the Dow, you wake up tomorrow and the Dow's down 500 points.
Yep. Yeah, get your tickets ready.
That's why you need those price triggers, baby.
Triggers. You need those triggers, people.
All you can talk about is
All
money.
right. So, any questions? Live chat. Well, let's take a question from our main man, Mark Benjamin. We started out with this. So, this is a good one. Do you see short-term 6,500 BTC? We already looked at BTC. You were saying you're thinking a floor might be being built here, and we're
Correct.
looking for this vortex to give us a bounce in the
Yep.
next few weeks. XRP, Safe Harbor, and or ETH. Oh, and Dex's thoughts on Joker. You didn't see it yet. I
Nope.
saw it. I saw it 12. Mark Benjamin.
But I do have an opinion.
What's your opinion, man?
I don't know if people heard me say it before, so I'll say it now.
What?
Okay, so
When did
the
you
Joker movie I've heard is pretty dope,
It is dope.
but I think people are missing the bigger picture. They're missing the point.
Mm-hmm.
We have now popularized and we have moved forward with a little bit more strength and momentum in this direction. But we have popularized now and commercialized, I should add, mental illness. Mental illness is cool.
Interesting take.
We have a famous movie named after mental illness called The Suicide Squad. It should be noted that suicide rates are the highest they've ever been, especially with young people. Suicide rates are through the roof. And one of the causes is that from that is mental illness and the popularizing of mental illness. So we have movies where the main character is mentally ill, and that's considered to be cool. We have gotten to a point where we sympathize with the mentally ill characters. It's cool now. It's cool to do um, to go live on Facebook and other venues showing a person committing suicide. We even have now popularized being stupid and being dumb. Being dumb is cool. All right. So you have people taking Tide Pod challenges. Are and it's funny because these challenges, they started off, a little mundane and non-threatening. It all started with the ice bucket challenge. Oh, this is cool. You see celebrities and stuff doing the ice bucket challenge. Oh, this is fun. This is cool. And what people didn't realize is the sinister undertone behind these challenges. It was always about suicide. It was always about popularizing the death culture. So these things became more and more dangerous as time went on. You had people doing dangerous things that killed a lot of people. Foolish things, stupid things, eating Tide Pods, which is analogous to eating or drinking poison. All right. So you got people live on camera committing suicide and doing things that could easily kill them. All right, that's the culture we're in, and it's part of the dumbing down of society. All right, and that's what they have successfully done. We don't teach children how to think and how to reason and how to intellectualize, concepts and break down constructs in the mind. Instead, what you have is, instead of teachers teaching in a classroom, all you have now is students studying to take a final exam. That's all they do. They study how to answer the questions on the final exam, and they pass that off as learning. And they say, wow, we have passed more students this last semester than we have ever done before. We have more kids graduating than ever before, making it sound like they're learning. But when all actuality, all you're doing is pushing people through the system who can barely think, read, or write, or even intellectualize a concept or principle. All right. One of the main characteristics of this, you've seen this on popular TV shows and things of that nature. Like, for instance, they'll say, okay, imagine what it must be, to be like the life of a butterfly, for example. And the person will say, well, I'm not a butterfly. So they can't even intellectualize and internalize, concepts, and forget complicated concepts. They can't ponder deep things because they don't know how to think. They don't have the mental fortitude and capacity to do such things. All right. They've even mastered even deeper than that, to the point where you'll say, oh, look at all these straight A students now. 4.0 average is no longer the thing. You got to get a 5.0 average or 10.0 average.
I didn't know that was a thing.
And you think these people are really smart. It's not. Just because you memorize certain things and know how to take a test and pass a test does not mean that you are smart. It does not mean that you are intellectually superior. It does not mean that you have a real technically genius IQ.
Yeah.
All right. If that was really the case, then our world would have been already turned upside down. We have new technology and inventions coming out left and right. We have not had anything new in decades. There is absolutely nothing going on right now. It's just wash, rinse, and repeat. It's gotten so bad that they're remaking movies that came out 50, 60, 70 years ago.
The remakes never stop. I always say that the thing that really made me lose my awe of education was getting highly educated and becoming an educator. you just begin to realize that when you have people be in awe of something, say, oh, so and so has a doctor's degree, and it's like, yeah, who cares? Are they
You
smart
can buy
enough?
those online. You can buy degrees, or if you know the right people, you can get honorary degrees. So a degree means absolutely nothing.
I have an honorary doctorate. A friend of mine in college gave him out to all his friends. It was pretty cool. All right, we got to
Would you
get
like more?
No, I want to. My wife wants me to cook dinner, so we got to wrap it up.
I could go on. Okay, go ahead.
I know you can, and it's beautiful stuff. But the Joker, to give some thoughts on the Joker. One thing is, it does highlight his mental illness and just the cruelty of society toward him and how it drives him, and it's very, very interesting movie. All right, people are asking for a couple things here. While you were talking, they came up with questions for us.
Okay.
George wants to know about Hack. We haven't looked at Hack in ages, man.
We really shouldn't. We really have not, and I haven't even mentioned it.
It's been a while.
And that's because it's been at bay. To be honest with you, it's really been way below that $40 threshold for quite some time now. As a matter of fact, for quite a long time.
$38 right now. Here, I'll put it on the screen.
Yeah, you're oscillating between 35 and 38, so it's not really doing a whole lot right now. which, from a false flag perspective, that's great.
Mm-hmm.
But for those that are, investing in this for long term or what have you, it's not so good.
It's got a bearish complexion on the daily.
You're in a strong.
That's good.
You've been in a strong pullback, but
Mm-hmm.
according to the algo charts, you got a little bit of bullish momentum going on now. You just locked in some. You tried this about 6 trading sessions ago and couldn't hold it, and the market, pulled back some more. So you're just in a sideways situation right now. It's just not a lot going on with Hack at the moment to really warrant any serious attention. And that's one of the reasons why I really haven't said too much about it, because it's just not a lot going on. It's not a lot happening.
Okay.
As far as money.
Danny says, my wife is a counselor. We watched Joker last week. She mentioned same points, 100% Dex. Max is asking about JNUG. We haven't looked at that in a while.
Yeah, that's because, the miners as well, they tried to do a little something, got bullish for a minute, and then kind of, gave up the ghost, and have also been oscillating a little bit.
Mm-hmm.
You did peak out around the $42 handle, getting close to 43, and since then you pulled all the way back down to 36. So we're in the 36 handle now. So as you can see, this correction is still underway. All right, the market's deep in it, and it's threatening to drop below the Kumo cloud on the weekly. And because negative momentum is, pretty much strong here, and the market has accelerated to the next leg down, I see more downside coming on this one, unfortunately. So if you're long, you're wrong. This is a shorting market right now.
Mm-hmm.
So you should, if you're not shorting GDXJ outright, then you're going to be long JDST at this point. Yeah, JDST is in play, and it's cheap, I might add. It's down at the $16 handle, and I think this one wants to power up, but it's going to need a close above $18.85 if it's really going to get serious, and we're really going to get a deep correction in the miners. I can't say that that's necessarily going to hold and be the case. Right now it is. Right now JDST is doing quite well. You have a $2 almost $2 run. All right, so that's pretty good from the low point. But because of gold's possible outlook right now, I can't see miners going down much further if gold is about to make a run here, because it's looking like gold wants to try to run again. We just need a close above $15.12, and I think that would be a really strong close for gold. Psychological 1500 is also important, so that's really the first place we look, is a strong close above 1500. If we can get that by a week's end, it slings the door wide open to a run back up to the 1530s, and then we'll see where we can go from there. But I think gold is ripe and ready for a rally, and it should take the gold miners with it.
Request for Very. Sorry, I can't find a Very chart. Very doesn't trade in very many places.
It trades in ETH, right? It's my understanding.
Yeah, it's generally on what do you call it? DEXs, decentralized exchanges. So not you, the other DEX, the decentralized exchange. I could be wrong, but wasn't able to find a chart. So, all right, folks, right before we go, links in the description. Get access to PulseWave Trading with our free membership and free price trigger trade of the week. Even better. And by the way, that comes with our PulseWave free Slack, access to some of our instructional videos. Pretty soon, it's going to give you access to some courses Dex and I have prepared in the past that are going to be there for free, which we're insane. We've lost our minds with the stuff we're giving away, Dex.
Pretty much.
But check out pulsewavetrading.com and just join. We've got a coupon right now. It's Roctober at checkout. That gives you 50% off your first month. Another thing that I have not talked about nearly enough, Dex. Is it on this page? Those of you who are members, and even those of you who aren't, you can make money by referring people to PulseWave Trading. We have an affiliate program. You don't even have to be a member. Just sign up for free and refer a friend, and we will know that you did that, and you will get some money. I think it's 30% off their first month, or 30% of their first month. So you can make some money off of that. So if you want to become an affiliate, go ahead and do that. We would appreciate it, and you will profit. All right. Thank you all for watching. Thank you, Max. Thank you. All right, Dex, silver. We can't leave this man hanging. He wants his silver.
Some silver, huh?
Let's look here. Hold on. I'll get the silver futures up for you. Let me grab this really quick, and then we're out. That's it. That's it. My wife wants me to make hamburgers. I gotta go.
All right. So
But this is for Dave, our man Dave.
silver has
Here's silver
been,
futures.
sideways too for the most part. The last couple of weeks we've been trending downward. Looks like the market is ready to put in a new leg down. We've been getting consistent crash alerts since October the 7th. We got a crash alert on the 7th, the 8th, the 9th, the 10th, and then we had one coming into trading for today. So that is 5 crash alerts in the last 6 trading sessions. The market has not crashed yet. It has not done what we expected to do. You don't normally, when you get that many crash alerts back to back to back like that, normally you will pull back. So silver is it's doing what it's doing. It's still in a downtrend channel. It's just not giving us the oomph that we were anticipating, but the system is picking up selling pressure in this market. That's why we had all those crash alerts. But to be fair, it should be noted that we did have 3 back-to-back rally alerts that also didn't, they manifested, but they didn't hold. So, and that was back on September 27th, September 30th, and October the 1st. So each one of those back-to-back, we had rally alerts, and the market did not break out until October the 2nd. And then we got a continuation into October the 3rd. And then that's when we pulled back. And then since then, we've been trending sideways to slightly lower. So not a whole lot going on in the silver. You see both the weekly and the daily look very similar because we're in a corrective phase. And one could argue that we could free fall back to the top of the Kumo cloud on the weekly chart.
Yeah,
and you have
doesn't it look like it wants to do that?
Well, you have a mixed pointer phase. You got a bullish pointer, and then followed by a bearish pointer. All right, so one of those are going to have to win out. We'll see what happens. Right now, the bears are in control.
All right, cool. All right, thanks so much, folks, for watching. We appreciate you. Head over to pulsewavetrading.com. Start riding these pulse waves. We're out, Dex. What do you have to say?
Remember, folks, bulls make money, bears make money, and pigs get slaughtered. So remember to take what you can from these markets and give nothing back. Peace.